And welcome back, guys,
to the Matt and Nicole show.
It's like Hamish and Andy, but better.
Yes. We're the new Hamish and Andy.
The new Hamish and Andy for PTs.
And basically why we're doing this Matt and Nicole show is because we have a massive passion for helping personal trainers achieve their truest and biggest potential. So, Matt, let's start with your story.
Yes.
About where you were, where you've come from, what you've done in the industry, and your story.
Yeah, so pretty much I left school and I was really good at building stuff, so I thought that a natural progression would be to go into the like the trade, like get a trade, and just like that typical sort of thing that guys tend to do. And I did carpentry for a year and was an apprentice carpenter, and it sucked. I was like,
oh yeah, it's recording.
I was like looking at the people, like, so I just had a day there where I was looking at people around my age and like the people that were older that have been doing it for so many years, and I was like, I do not want to turn into people that are like that. And I just said, I need to get out of here. And sporting was a big background of mine, and I just thought the transition into becoming a PT, helping people, is just the natural progression. And then from there, I started off actually working on a cruise ship for a little bit, and then wanted a little bit more, open up my own PT business in the form of one-on-one training, working within a gym, paying rent each week, building up my client base. And I just did that for so many years before I was like, I need more, I want more, I need to take it to the next level, I need to impact more lives. And that's where I met Nicole and PLC, and it's just snowballed from there.
Yeah. And what was some of your, like, when you were in that transition phase of like, oh, I'm doing PT, I'm in this gym, but you know the culture's not that amazing, it's not really what I want to do forever, and then you were like toying up like whether to open your own gym or not, like kind of what was going through your head in that stage? Because that's probably where a lot of like people watching this might be, and they're like, hey, I'm doing PT, I've been doing great things, but what do I want to do next? Yeah. What was going through your head in that time?
Well, I think what was going through my time is that if I wanted to open up my own gym, it needed to be absolutely amazing. Like the industry is absolutely flooded out there. However, it's a lot of the times it's people doing like average stuff. So it's just like, all right, if I'm going to open up my own gym, I need to be around the best people to take it to that next level, because I didn't want to be a part of like the system, like another number. Like I didn't want to be like, oh, you just have your own gym and then that's it. So I was like, all right, if I'm going to do it, it needs to be with the best people. How can I find the best people, the best systems, the best culture? How can I create the most amount of value to people out there so they can actually change their lives? And that's where I went searching. It took me a while to find it, because like I said, it's like flooded, but as soon as you see it, it just sticks out straight away. And that for me, that was PLC. And then I was able to just run with it and be a part of such an amazing culture. The alignment was just there.
Yeah, and for myself, I guess my journey like started off training people in school, left school, I was working at Fernwood Fitness and doing some boot camps on the side in an oval, and then winter was coming around. I was like, man, if I don't like go into somewhere indoors, I'm going to lose all my clients in winter. So I decided to open up a small studio gym and just like train clients from that, and within 12 months we outgrew that space, which is a really good problem to have. And we went to a larger premises, turned that premises 24/7, but I totally didn't know the business side of things. I totally didn't look at my numbers or my figures or anything, and I found myself in a position that then 2 years after I'd opened and started this, I was losing $2 to $5 grand a month because the overheads went up. And I didn't have, memberships went down a little bit. I didn't know where our break-even point was. I didn't really calculate that. I was kind of just like a she be right attitude. and I got myself into a really sticky situation, and my mental health went down, like really down, and I got into a really negative state of just thinking the worst thoughts. And I can totally understand what depression is like from that time I went through. And it was bad. And then so I started, I remember what Tony Robbins said, like look for coaches and mentors, people that have done what you want to do. So I started looking around for coaches and mentors. So this was about 2 years ago, so I was 20 then. And I started looking around for coaching mentors, other people that were in the industry but were killing it and actually having success. And that's when I came across PLC Burley, Scott Lewis and Lewis Huckstead, and they just really started to help me, coach me, support me. They gave me heaps of PD, but what I loved about them is they were doing something different. It was the energy and the results that they were getting their clients that I wanted for myself but didn't have. The profit margins they were having on a membership base that was the same as mine, but I didn't have the profit margins where they did, and that was something that I was like, oh my goodness, like, and something I'm not doing right here, something I've been doing way better. And so I started learning, and through that process, turned my gym around to profitable again, and then joined with the PLC brand. So I've opened up PLC Toowoomba about 13 months ago. We opened up North Lakes, which you're in right now, about 5 months ago. We're just about to invest into Chermside, so it's the third PLC we've got coming, and that's within 1 year. Yeah. So that's 3 gyms in 1 year, where I spent the first 3-4 years of my career kind of stuffing around with this one gym and this bit of PT.
And the stress of it all.
It wasn't as fun. I wasn't surrounded by other people that thought the same. I didn't have the support. I didn't have the systems. So that's a real testament to yeah, like, why do it by yourself, you know, without all the systems, without the brand, without the support, when you can triple your success in half the time.
Exactly, and I think that's a big thing as well, because most of the times, like, most PTs get into the industry to help people's lives, and like, they actually want to make an impact, but when you're caught up in it, like, I know so many people that are in a similar position to Nicole, where been doing it for a year or two, have not finding the success that they want and need to build up their own business, and then they just stop doing it.
Yeah.
Like, you were lucky where you were just like, all right, who can I find? Like, I'm sure you're listening, and it's like, who can I find to take me to that next level? How can I get the business support that I need to have profit, to be able to have the freedom to actually impact people's lives? And I think that's a really key issue, so you don't go along and then just be like, all right, I'm going to give up on it because it is too hard, when in fact it's not. You just need those right systems.
Yeah, I could have easily just like gave up and gone back to IGA. That's where I was working in high school, and who knows what my life would be like. I think I'd be quite sad and miserable, and I'm sure that's probably happened to a lot of PTs.
Yeah,
and that's really sad, but that's why we're here, is because we've now like learned a lot from being in the industry to now owning multiple gyms and successful, profitable gyms, to now then being an investor in gyms. And we're like, the fitness industry doesn't have to be bad. The PT industry isn't broken. Yes, there's a lot of problems with it. Yes, it needs to be disrupted and it needs to be changed, but that's what we're here for.
Exactly.
You.